My husband just left me because a woman hit on him for the first time in his life, and he says he can't let this pass. I'm 29. We've been together 6 years, married for 3. He's always been the shy type, the kind of guy who rehearsed asking me out for 2 weeks before finally doing it at a Starbucks. Took him 4 months of texting before he even had the courage to suggest meeting up. For our entire relationship, he's reminded me how lucky he feels, how he never thought someone who looks like me would give him a chance. I always told him to stop putting himself down, but he'd just smile and say he's being realistic. 3 weeks ago, things changed. He started acting different, smiling at his phone during dinner, leaving the room to answer texts, going to the gym at 9 p.m. when he usually goes at 6 a.m. When I asked what was going on, he said he was just stressed about work. Then last Monday, I saw her name pop up on his phone, Madison, with a coffee emoji. The message review said, "I can't stop thinking about you." I confronted him that night. He didn't even try to hide it. He told me he met her at the Pete's Coffee near his office 3 weeks ago. She was sitting alone, saw him walk in, and started a conversation. Asked what he did for work, laughed at his jokes, gave him her number before he even thought to ask. He said they'd been texting every day since, meeting for coffee twice a week. Nothing physical, he swore, but she told him she's never felt this way about anyone, that she doesn't care he's married, that some connections are too strong to ignore. He showed me her Instagram, 14,000 followers, fitness model type. Every photo looked professionally shot. She was objectively stunning, the kind of woman who'd never looked at him twice in high school or college. I asked him if he was seriously considering throwing away 6 years for someone he'd known for 3 weeks. That's when he said it. "For the first time in my life, I know what it feels like to be wanted without having to try, to be chosen first. I can't let this pass." Last Tuesday, he moved out, stayed with his brother, said he needed space to figure things out, but I knew what that meant. He was choosing her. I was devastated. Couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. My best friend came over with wine and told me he'd come crawling back when it didn't work out, but I couldn't shake this weird feeling in my gut. Something felt off about the whole thing. So Friday afternoon, I drove to the Pete's Coffee, ordered a latte, and sat in the corner with my laptop. At 2:15 p.m., she walked in, blonde, mid-20s, exactly like her photos. She ordered a drink, sat by the window, and pulled out her phone. 5 minutes later, a guy in a suit walked in, looked nervous. She smiled, waved him over, started talking. I watched for 20 minutes. She laughed, touched his arm, typed something into her phone when he went to the bathroom, then she left. I walked up to the barista, a guy in his early 20s with gauges and a name tag that said Kyle. "Hey, weird question," I said. "That blonde woman who just left, is she a regular?" Kyle laughed. "Madison? Yeah, she's here like 4 times a week, always doing the same thing." "What thing?" "Hitting on random dudes. It's some kind of job thing. She works for a marketing company. They study male behavior or attention patterns or something. She told me about it once." My stomach dropped. "Do you know which company?" He pulled out his phone, scrolled through Instagram. "Yeah, she posted about it once. Some place called Catalyst Behavioral Research." I went home and Googled them, found their website. Under recent studies, there was a project called Modern Courtship Dynamics, Female-Initiated Romantic Engagement. I called their main office. The receptionist transferred me to someone named Dr. Lisa. "Hi, I think my husband might have participated in one of your studies," I said, without knowing it. She asked for his name, put me on hold for 3 minutes. When she came back, her voice was different. "I'm very sorry, but I can't discuss active participants. However, I can tell you that all our field research requires informed consent. Participants sign agreements acknowledging their involvement." "So you're saying he knew?" "I can't confirm specifics, but no one in our studies is deceived about the nature of the research." I hung up and called him immediately. He didn't answer. I texted, "I know about Catalyst Behavioral Research." He blocked me. 2 days ago, I got a message request on Instagram from the guy in the suit I saw at Pete's. "I don't know if this is weird, but I saw you watching at the coffee shop on Friday. Did Madison do the same thing to your husband? Because she just ghosted me after I told my girlfriend I needed space. I feel like an idiot." I sent him screenshots of everything I'd found. He sent back a photo of a consent form he'd signed during their second date. It explicitly stated he was participating in a behavioral study about mate selection. My husband knew from the beginning. He didn't leave me because he was wanted. He left because he finally had an excuse that made him look like the victim instead of the one who gave up.